Welcome back to another segment. My name is Michael Labella with M-Lab Golf. I'm here at Denton Country Club with Casey Barbie.
People talk about trying to get shaft lean at impact, and I would say that that's been some kryptonite to a lot of golfers, is they see these great players with the handle forward, and so they try to manipulate the hands at impact versus allowing it to be a natural motion. So if you go ahead and show me what hand pass should feel like or the shaft lean at impact.
From this view, the wrong position would be driving these hands, trying to get to the ball, like, yeah, I got to get here, I got to force the hands forward.
Right.
From this point of view, from the down the line view, it looks like the hands are very high and up like this. It's almost like we're driving the toe in the ground, right?
Right.
Now, the proper position from down the line would be more here. It's more of a natural position. The hands are a little bit lower. The one thing is you never see a good player on tour, maybe a few outliers, but you never see a good player on tour way up here with the hands. Usually about 6 to 8 degrees of shaft lean. Now at impact, the good way, right here. Just letting that release through impact versus hold it off. Now, when a player takes a divot on tour, sometimes the divot slows the club head down and the hands continue. So it looks like they have more shaft lean. Be careful what you watch on TV. Work with a coach to get you into proper positions.
Yeah, still photography is poison for those that try to mimic golf swings. But our goal is to make the natural pivot, and as my handle is forward, I'm actually just rotating with it, so I'm a little bit tighter with that hand pass. So as you can, so you'll usually see, what I was saying earlier is you have the alignment stick off the left side on the grip end, and people are trying not to let it hit them, and so therefore their hands start to go out too far away from their body. Okay, trying not to let that alignment stick hit them, and that just causes the hand path to get a little bit too far sometimes. So we got to be careful when we're doing stuff like that to make sure that we're not trying to replicate an image or just one part in the swing at impact, but letting it be more dynamic in the sense that we're releasing the golf club. You'll have a little bit of shaft lean at impact, not much, but that's the natural releasing of the hands. And then as you continue to move post-impact, you'll notice that that handle is not continuing to move in front of the club head, but the club head is actually starting to slightly overtake the hands into a good post-impact position here. Okay, so I have this shag bag here, and what we want to feel like on the downswing is, instead of trying to manipulate the hand path, trying to get that shaft lean, we want to feel as we're coming in impact, we're starting to line up the shaft and the handle a little bit more in line there at impact. Impact position, feeling a little bit more as if this handle is working more up versus down into the golf ball. Okay, so handle's working a little bit more up as we're coming into impact, and you can see that that left arm is pretty straight in line with the shaft and the club head at impact. And again, from this front on view, you'll notice how far away that handle is away from my left side. So if I'm trying to rotate and my hand is going out, it goes back to that hand path that we were talking about earlier, is that handle is just moving too far out and away. So using something flat, just feeling at impact, as we're coming into impact, we're releasing that club. The handle is not going to be too far in front. Trying to feel as if we're pulling that handle up and back with that left side, feeling a good impact position there.
We have a little bit of shaft lean, but again, if I measured how much shaft lean he has, it's very minimal. So when he comes through impact, like you said, you're turning the corner, this club just releases right there. We're not holding it off. We're coming through impact. He actually has a little bit of cut by the time this thing gets back to parallel. And we then put a golf bag in there. This is how you can practice it on the range at home. So go ahead, do the same drill.
Yep, so I like to do this here up against a golf bag, a flat surface. We're really focusing on the flat end of the lead side of the shaft here, coming into the side of the bag. So going into impact position, feeling as if that shaft is a little bit more in line, just at the ball to slightly post-impact there, not too far past. So again, just unloading the club as we pivot, and we're seeing if I start to get my hands too far in front of this golf bag, which you'll see here as I turn it to the side, as we turn this to the side, if I get my hands too far in front of that golf bag, that's too much shaft lean. So we want a natural unloading where the handle, the shaft, and the club head and that lead arm are a little bit more in line there at impact. So again, you can do this up against the door jamb, you can do this up against the ball bag, you can do it up against your golf bag, but I highly recommend, if you're having this issue, do 5 or 10 reps, go to a golf ball and just try to feel that same impact position through the ball, as opposed to trying to really force the hands out into shaft lean position. So
I love it. That's a great drill. Just use your golf bag. If you have something else you can utilize, maybe even an alignment rod, just to have that set in the position you want to be at impact. You can just go to it and try to feel what that's like. And like you said, allow the body to release with it.
Right.
Because if we're just forcing the hands, the body's not doing anything, we're going to get in trouble.